about my way from a poor sucker in a big car company to a free person, like free inside. I'm not talking about millions on my bank account yet. I'm talking about the freedom inside, and that doesn't have anything to do with money. I promise you, made that experience. So like, how did it all started? Right? I once started math and then became a software developer and then ended up in management, in an IT management in a big car company. And at first I was so motivated, right? Like I got all this like results and blah blah blah. And at one point I got really like frustrated and stressed out, and then I started to wonder like, oh my goodness, the same stuff is happening here every day, and not like even every day, but every year. Even like I was there for like 4.5 years, and it was the same stuff over and over again, right? And then I started to fight against, like, right, basically this was the one and I was a -1, right? I was just like fighting against it. And at one point I read a book by Peter Thiel. Like, you can think about that person whatever you want, right? But in the end, he's a human being, and I find his content and advices very valuable, right? So I read this book, and he wrote, if signaling that work is being done becomes more or better for your career than actually doing the work, you like, if that describes your company, you should quit. And I was like, fuck yeah, that describes my company pretty accurately, right? And so I quit, and now I'm a happy person. But in between, there was a depression and a lot of other, like, really, like, it was a really wild episode of my life. And I really, like, don't want to encourage you to, oh my god, you hate your job, just quit. Don't do that. Now that I've worked on myself, I became that free person. It doesn't have anything to do with your outer circumstances. Maybe at some point it's really hard, but there are even people that saying like it doesn't have anything to do. I'm like, okay, maybe. But under normal Western circumstances, it doesn't have anything to do with your outer situation, right? You're free in your heart. You're free in yourself. And I don't want you to have that same shitty experience I had. I just want you to have the shortcut. So my advice is look at yourself, right? What I noticed is whenever I'm in a conflict, what I notice now, it's like I'm either like, and I can like tell people, oh, you did this and this and this, and then I have like a whole list of their bad behavior, right? But when I really like reflect my own behavior, I can tell that in every detail, I'm either like a 1, meaning that I'm showing the same behavior, right? I'm having like the same like hurt things that hurt me, same wounds if you want, basically, or I'm a -1, also fueling that dynamic, right? What I mean by that is like, assume someone is belittling me, right? He's like, you don't know anything. I like, now that I've identified this like kind of paradigm of my personality, I can like kind of let go. But before I did, I was like, you're belittling me. I'm gonna prove you better. I'm gonna prove you wrong, right? And now I'll make myself better than you. So I went in that defense, right? And I kind of fueled that dynamic. And now every time I can identify such a paradigm within myself, I can take a step back. I don't give it more energy, and it like, so I'm not a 1, I'm not a -1, but the system like doesn't have any energy anymore, so it like kind of dissolves, and surprisingly, the conflicts in my life then also dissolve, right? So if you're in that situation where you're having all these where you don't like your situation, my advice is take a step back and observe your own behavior, your own thoughts, your own paradigms, like your system. How is your system fitting the system that you're in, right? And when you really want to become really free, you want to be zero. You want to be in a zero in any situation. You don't want to be the one, you don't want to be the minus one. If you're zero, like there is no system that can react to any outer impulse. And then you're really in yourself. So, yeah, first start with yourself. And then automatically, after my experience, you will get the impulses and sometimes even things change by themselves. And in the end, you can still quit, but it wouldn't be my advice to just quit because you're not happy. Get happy first and then quit. And this is what my channel is about, getting happy. And I want to talk about so many things, about why you can't think outside of the box. It's a lie. I haven't created that video yet in English. I also have a German channel if you're interested in that. Funnily, most of my English videos are better somehow. But my German is better than my English. I want to talk about why you can't think out of the box. It's just a lie. You can't. I want to talk about leadership, and I'm not only talking about leadership, like leading an enterprise, a company, a team, a horse, a dog, a child. I don't only want to talk about that, but especially about how you become a leader of yourself, how you lead the life that truly resonates with you, right? So you can step into your own power. That's what I'm talking about on my channel. And for every video, there is if you disagree with a perspective, just write it in the notes. I love to just examine, yeah, you understand what I mean, different perspectives and paradigms and sort it out. And also give perspectives on, okay, what could your life look like if you take that paradigm as a rule for your life, or that paradigm, or how could you just dissolve the paradigm so you're not limited, right? I want to talk about leadership. Yeah, sorry, sometimes I'm lacking structure. I tend to do that. But you can really type it in the comments whenever you have a thought. You can also send me personal emails, and I will, if you have a specific thing you want to talk about. But anyway, get in touch, right? I really want to maximize the value that I'm providing for you. And I think a really good help is your feedback, so I can kind of adjust and also see, learn about who's watching my videos and what's really interesting for you. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And also if you like my approach, give that video a like. If you don't, give it a dislike. And I'll try something else, right? So yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.